Children are the future of our generation. Unfortunately, not all of them are born with the same opportunity. While some are able to retain their rights to go to school, others are barely getting by. The term child labor refers to an exploitation of children that has the potential to interfere their ability to attend school, deprives them of their childhood, and endangers their mental and physical health in any field of work. Okay, now let's take a look at this.
Indonesia is not exempt to child labor. According to the 2018 findings on the worst forms of child labor, 12% of child workers work in the industry sector, 26.5% works in the services sector, and 61.6% works in the agriculture sector. And these children are aged 10 to 14 years old. Although the laws are clear, violations still persist, but the causes may vary. The first and most foundational cause is poverty. Poverty happens in cycles. The cause of poverty for the parents might be the cause of poverty for their children and next generations if there is no active effort to break it. For example, when a parent works in a tobacco company, they bring their children along to fulfill the day's target. And this causes the child to miss schools due to working days, or getting a sickness such as green tobacco poisoning, and making them not be able to continue their studies and attain a higher education, which would result them to spend their life working in the same tobacco field they have worked in since they were a child, and in the end, bring their children along the way their parents brought them. The lack of enforcement and negligence allows child labor to still plague this country. Government is unable to completely track child labor violations, and some children are still being treated unfairly and exposed to work conditions that are harmful for their mental and physical well-being. Another cause of poverty is the lack of awareness on the importance of education and its long-term benefits. Some parents do not look at education as an investment. Instead, they prefer their children to tag along to work to meet the day's target or to beg for money for tomorrow's food.
In 2016, the Human Rights Watch conducted an interview with 130 child workers in Indonesia's tobacco plantation. Many of them are forced to miss school days during harvesting season, and some of them do not have any other choice but to drop out of school in order to help their parents earn money to feed the family. Many of these children also admitted to experience bouts of nausea and vomiting due to exposure to green tobacco. Not only tobacco, they're also exposed to harmful pesticide without proper gear that increases the risk of getting cancer, damages their nervous system, and impacts their reproductive system. Eradicating poverty may not be an easy thing to do. It takes years of work, constant supervision by the government, and the collective effort by everyone to elevate living standards. However, we can start small. We can start by raising an awareness to the existence of these child workers. Child labor issue is an important and urgent issue, yet it is not currently being treated as such. Using our voice and helping organizations such as UNICEF Indonesia, Yayasan Amnesty International Indonesia, Yayasan Pemerhati Sosial Indonesia, and ILO Indonesia, we can help bring this issue to the top of our government's priority and call out corporations who are still exploiting children for labor. Aside from that, we can start by emphasizing the importance of education to these children. Creating creativity workshops and study sessions help discover their natural talents and sharpen their skills. Even a small act of donating our textbooks can encourage those who cannot afford them. Lastly, we have to always be mindful of the products we use, whether they're produced on the backs of a child labor around the world or not. It may be inconvenient, but the sooner corporations realize that they cannot exploit children for cheap labor, the sooner we can feel guilt-free of using their products.